I'm a Central Library and a Central Market. Yes, let's go. What? These were gone for what feels like a year. So, what else? What else? What else? Had a pastry at La Popular Bakery today. And now eating salad, a banana, drinking water, dark chocolate caramel. I went through the checkout area, right? As one is exiting Central Market, and there's no way there. Yeah. To wait the bananas. So his charges that with the kids' banana. And so I had to pay cash for it. He was so cute though. He was looking in a container to see if he had cash there to pay for the 25 cents with like extra money, and sometimes people leave behind. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I miss you, miss me, mommy. I predicted not happening soon. I just read this, and then I don't know how I feel about you. During the Pony Rodeo show that my family of origin wants me to do, if I let them give me money to pay for my past due electricity bill, and I dance along with them like Dios. And an airplane when you arrive to Puerto Rico. What else? What else? What else? I watched a little bit of that. I posted earlier on Facebook seeking the death penalty for everyone that steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money, stays in my homes without my permission, and steals my vehicles. It's May 2nd, 2025. This is so soon. They think that girls without a grandmother are insecure. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're very stupid. Ew, 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 ew. So gross. They're so gross. They're disgusting. In the meantime, I got on bus 14 earlier, straight from Central to Central Market. There's fiesta going around today. Downtown. That's me right there. Welcome to your new playground. Stitches are so embarrassing. They abuse people to have something to talk about with their mothers and be like, we love you. Porque with those sentiments that they apply to themselves, they're stupid. They say that one can't love anyone as much as one loves their mother, so they bully people and they mock people. So disgusting. Some people take those calendars that have sentiment and create a scene for themselves that day that involves abuse just to apply themselves that sentiment in the day. They're stupid. They're stupid. Some people are like, but why are you fighting with these people? And they're like, because they say that. And some people would have the same calendar, and they're like, you're not supposed to recreate that because it's on the calendar. They're stupid. Seeking the death penalty for all of these people that stay in my homes without my permission, steal my vehicles, get in the way of me receiving money, and steal my money. Yeah, so he had someone, la nena esa con el top knot, and always a tracksuit at Haven for Hope in 2022. So I will remember que ella fue que le dio mi Maserati. These people are stupid. They're disgusting. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez on the sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my home without my permission. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicle. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money. I don't even want to have sex with him, and he would bring people to Puerto Rico and say, well, look at what I saw. Looks great in a bikini. Wanna fuck her? Ew. They're disgusting. He made me give up my vehicles to her. He's stupid. Ew, 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 ew. Un puerco asqueroso que se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi vehículo, me roba mi dinero, and gets in the way of me receiving money. Es un asco. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez on his sons that rape me, that steal my money, and get in the way of me receiving money. I think their names are Andrew Basura, Alex, Albert Leach. They're disgusting. They've been raping people for more than 30 years. I don't ever want that near me. El tipo es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet. And make people ideally forever. You can decapitate everyone who's wasted my time, stealing my money, so I talk to them. I miss dating and good money. I didn't give up dating, I didn't give up good money. And there's people who want to rape me to get away with me receiving money. They're so stupid. Amor. Look at with that body, Bianca is Maserati, where is it? They're stupid. I heard someone call her in the bus. If that's her name, Bianca, so did you attend Fiesta? They possibly cling on to Bianca for decades. Like Bianca's the hot girl, the girl to beat. They're stupid. They watched 92. One of is it that Brandon guy that was in orgies and they tried to attract with this shit? Or who they're trying to attract or who they've already kidnapped and raped? They're stupid. These people are so gross. These people are an embarrassment. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. I'm shooting Brittany Akers in self-defense one day. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Benjamin students and sons that terrorized my parents decades ago so that they don't provide for me. They're stupid, killed millions of people trying to rape me. They're stupid. Una asquerosidad. Ew, 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 ew. Qué tipo tan puerco. Warm. They got a really good pastry earlier. Hindi na bumbulan. What else? What else? What else? En the meantime, uno de los menoritos asquerosos, dan un asco. 9 years younger than me. Oh, tan chulo de this month. So he wants me to kill myself. Possibly. They're disgusting. Ese de this man no es ni hombre, neither is he. No. Son unos puercos todavía. But tagging your dad on Facebook like your kids don't know how to behave. Ew. Lord. They get led on by leeches. They're like, maybe if she didn't have a grandmother, she's gonna make your grandpa by 40. They're disgusting. They're bigots, so gross. They're opportunists, extorters. He steals my money because my mother didn't buy him gifts. From me as a second cousin. They might have been Jewish in their behavior, giving them money through their parents way before they were born as a marriage thing, or when you have babies, or as each kid was born, or they're not in the obligation to give gifts to anyone. Ese tipo un puerco, un menorito asqueroso. Ew, así de viejo asqueroso. Ew. That one asco. I won't ever be taking that on a day. That's embarrassing. You can look up at this my right me 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. They're trying to turn me into a sex slave because I didn't have a set of grandparents while I was growing up. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Anyways, sin intentar es una asquerosa. So she's trying to kill me because today there could be a museum that's closed. And if I am such owner of the planet, I have so much influence, why am I allowing Catholic Charities to not give people food on Viernes Santo? That's their thing to do. It's like a museum, a tradition thing. She steals my money so that I starve, so that I bring attention, so that I get mad that those people are open on certain days. They're stupid. They're stupid. Eso no se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso. Me roba mi dinero. Se roba mi vehículo and gets in the way of me receiving money. So I can't be with my man. Y ellos son tan estúpidos. Dan un asco. Dan un asco. Ew. Y ellos me tratan de matar porque Judy Dendaliri is an illegal prostitute. So anyone that's their illegal prostitute, they have to pay. So they steal my money. Porque esa si no le pagan masaje, no le va a mamar el pene. What else? I'm born. You can decapitate Joanna Vargas. You can decapitate Jimmy Dendaliri, Lorenzo Suarez. Benjamin Suarez, Lorenzo Stone steal my money and make sure that it's done on purpose so that the bitches que se lo maman se rían de mí. I don't talk to those menoritas. And I won't ever be talking to those menoritas. If they're laughing about me, they're just fools. I'm embarrassed by what they are. Ellos dan asco. He's a sex addict, so stupid, so gross. Ew. What else? Yeah. When I financially stable, plans to travel the planet and meet people. Ideally for the years. Oh, ella le ha leído los mensajes de Garcia. I don't have anything to share. And there's people that know that I had sex with Garcia or saw him. I showed his picture to Sarah at Nordstrom. Like, look what I found on Tinder. Porque ella lo coge de rehén, doesn't date. So she's like, because she wants to see one's lady parts and lingerie look so she can do better. She said, I can do a one better than whatever you receive. So that you always pick me. Show me what you got and I can always do a one better than them. She can't be better than me. I'm me. So she possibly went on to ask David Ledesma, Jerry Garcia, Jorge Avilés, for all the messages that he and I sent each other. She's stupid, una asquerosidad, es una cuero asquerosa, es una puerca. O que cuando habla parece que tiene semen sucio en la boca. Ew. They still behave that way, they're so gross. They're embarrassing. Ew. They're a woman. I stopped talking to this decade ago. He used to stalk me while dining alone, so gross. They used to rape me in my parents' home because I didn't take him out on a date. Since when there's a deadline for that? So he went on to rape me by putting his dick in me and then taking it to the one of rape to lick it like a lollipop. I won't ever be taking the decision con people con jamás en Aguada, Puerto Rico. They're disgusting. I'm ignoring the comments, possibly one of them. With their attention whore so gross. Yeah. I'm talking the FBI in the stove. NATO interview. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security. The Justice Department of the United States. He is trying to kill me, saying that this is Bianca's town. Like la que parece mexicana, black hair. This is in the 1950s cuando la gente no sabía hablar. supuestamente había gente que se metía a pescosar. El tipo es un puerco asqueroso. Ew, ew. I don't even talk to the people that he's introduced to me. Once I got trafficked into a homeless shelter, I'm like, ew, I'm not talking to any of these people. Because most likely Sarah, Berenice were trafficked to talk to me by someone I didn't even remember. By who? El cuero es asqueroso, qué asco, solo es una asquerosidad. Eso no sirve, un cuero asqueroso. You can decapitate me. I mean, so it's a sons that rape me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. It's May 2nd, 2025. There's no electricity in my apartment, so I'm hanging out at Central Market. I need money to pay for my electricity. They threatened me decades ago that so I get cancer. I'm possibly gonna be without hot water in my apartment for 8 months because that's what Bianca would have liked for me to suffer through. Oh, they're stupid. I didn't even remember. I don't think about it. I thought it was dead already. When I talked to Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo on Facebook in 2020, I just said hi to him as if he has no kids. Ew, so disgusting. They talk about me for days, for decades. Never. They terrorize Edgar, asking Edgar to remind me of them every day. I'm like, I don't want to remember those rapists. This isn't my husband. This isn't someone that I want to have casual sex with. This isn't a fuck buddy. It doesn't even know si yo como hombre. Puerco asqueroso. Es un asco. Ew. Things that are going to start people's lives. He may have conversations that he possibly made happen with la Bianca esa, with a burner phone himself. O le pago una leash para que se haga pasar por mí. You're stupid. You can decapitate even Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Jenny Gendaridi and Lorenzo Suarez. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's sons that raped me, that steal my money, and get in the way of me receiving money. It's May 2nd, 2025. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, that steals my vehicles, that gets in the way of me receiving money and steals my money. It's May 2nd, 2025. I'm bored. I'm gonna eat a la marinara again. And I miss cooking for myself. What else do I miss cooking for myself? I love mashed potatoes. On overnight oats. They take that with me to my apartment. And I have $25 that I'm using for food. My bank account gets close to people. And I've been sharing my PayPal accounts along with my GoFundMe. So, not wasted time. So if my GoFundMe campaign I have to cancel for some reason, they block my PayPal accounts. They hate that. That's why I don't talk to them. These leeches. They're like, no, just send your GoFundMe campaign and make you use your bank account. Then all those emails that you send to people are gonna be wasted time. They're stupid. They're terrorists. So gross. Ew. So no quiero asqueroso. Yo no quiero eso near me ever. I'd rather be celibate. And when I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people ideally polyamorous men. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What? I lost my little booklet, I think. My purse fell. My bag fell. A Royal Blue Grocery and some of the contents spilled out onto the floor. What else? 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 Or it's in my bedroom. Possibly. I slept a significant amount of time. Was thunder. This is limestone. Is this message? Post it also on the video. I'm bored. I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people. Ideally polyamorous men. About that. My Miss Victoria's Secret. Do I get coffee today? What do I have? Like $2. I'm like what, $9 in my PayPal account. Lord. I have $26 in my bank account. And what do I have? In my PayPal account, $9. I'm getting my siblings are trying to kill me because when I moved into my apartment, if they watch me, they see any sign of one cooking and making public one's meals like breakfast, they hate. They're like, no, because they're sex addicts, rapists, murderers, and they're like, please don't show to men that you can do that. You know, you're inviting us to overnight stay with you, let us rape you. So they want me to try to force me to do like just do frozen. When I have electricity, I can make them in my oven all over again. And I just don't want to get dirty. There's not a priority, and maybe I'll mix it up with I have a brand box of pancake mix in my pantry too. And my lease Avelas that goes for another year, though I can cancel anytime if I pay the fees. I've done that before. So, anyways, they want to try to force me, which is why I don't talk to them, to promote the Chef Boyardee live instead of this. So, Jeannie Dendalid is trying. I mean, Jeannie Dendalid is killed Gloria Lisa trying to become her daughter because I have so much influence. There's no Chef Boyardee in my home. But if needed or for nostalgia, I can have it. I had a bowl at Haven for Hope a while ago. However, I prefer much natural and larger portions. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Ew, 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 ew. So apparently, Jeannie Jandalis killed Gloria Nilsson trying to become me. Yeah. You're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. You can decapitate and get those carreras deals for me dating money. You can decapitate this month. How girls they are. They're not at an orgy. Sometimes they're like, oh, and then ella y este se besaron. And people are like, Nene Carter, his parents, you weren't even alive when that happened. Shut the fuck up. Trying to get people back together that don't belong together or mad. Like, well, I moved this first before I was born. They're stupid as Richie, you know? So ella y Albert se van a casar. No. Como si fuera el next episodio de La Rosa Salvaje. They're stupid. They're thieves, murderers, and rapists. So gross. They're disgusting. You can decapitate Richie Hill that raped me in 2023. He trafficked me into poverty after I started. And he possibly steals my money that he and I have today, and he could have started over as an adult. Like he had one chance. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. And coffee soon. I'm bored too. Hindi may go fun yung medyo bigla. I hope kids never get abused. I hope. Oh, they want to keep the beating going on. That's why if they starved me to steal my money, they would have put themselves in a power position. Like, haha, I'm going to run. And you're dependent on me and my dick. You're stupid. Wow, I'm so scared. So many people in Gaza are being starved. I gave a compliment to Palestinian people. Aesthetic wise. You can look at the Vietnamese Palestinians are raping this young money in the way of person. They target people to kill. So I did this and I'm embarrassed. I was like, yeah, find a husband or a wife now. Like, this is a compliment. You know, the profile plus that you can look at it. They think that that's like the husband that I'm looking for Palestinian. É brutal. Ew. An embarrassment. I said to Jaden Galani a while ago, and I repeat it often, that they only have a other than myself and each other. Jaden Galani's family. I don't consider that their third cousin. Is trying to kill it. Is trying to steal Jaden Galani's generational wealth that I don't have access to. It's stupid. Una basura, una asquerosidad. Yeah. Como un puerco. What else? What else? What else? What else? Who follows the case with skirt? I'm born. Zero people watching, zero like this post. That sound was so good. You can give me money for food in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Designs. Todo lo que estoy pensando. Straight to my heart, Arlene Lorenzo Art. Shop INTAYIAFAY. I entire shop. This was a really good pleasant surprise. I love when that happens. I don't know. I'm gonna make work. Just I was like, what about you doesn't matter, but I could have worn like a bright colored dress. What else? What else? What else? I was so pleasant to pay for my pastry with food stamps, and I felt like so much pride in that. That's what food stamps is about. No, my God, I'm starving. If I don't have a meal right now, that it's like look at what these people offer, and they have food stamps, and I already have water there for my because I have a gallon of water that I bought Central Market there. It was very much a pleasant experience there. And I also charged my phone. A few minutes prior, my phone turned off because I was just using it. I was at 1%. I asked the driver, I'm like, can I get a ride to center? My phone was like, you have to pay. And I'm not in a position where I use my $26 to pay. So I'm like, I'll walk over. That UTSA place is closest by appointment only. What else? So I kept walking. I'm like, whatever, if anything, I had cash and food stamps. So I thought, like, I'll just go ahead and get something there. If I pay for it, but cash is gonna hurt me right now. I only have like $9. But it's like here at the bakery, the food stamps card goes through. I got myself so good. I would have bought cookies for dating Kalani possibly. I don't always buy what I bought. I feel like those are the separate portion. Essentially. It's like maybe I would be like, okay, it depends like where I'm headed. Cookies stand in a box or in a bag in a vehicle for a little bit longer than something with cream. So if I'm not heading home right away, possibly wouldn't get the cream filled pastry. So that's it. That would be, it's like, do I want to make them part of my orgy with this pastry, or just like let them eat cookies with milk sometimes and water? What else? 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 I'm bored. So I'm sending my GoFundMe page to people. Okay. You'll imagine my surprise that instead of receiving money online, I received spam. They're stupid. They're stupid. Wow, one is a rape victim, already starved without money, without security, with two children that I want to hug ASAP, that are a part of my life. And they're telling a victim of rape that a victim is going to jail. Somebody just sadly behave this way towards victims of rape. It's so disgusting, so disturbing. Ew, 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 ew. Dan un asco, son una basura.